Hey guys, Heather Hooker here with the Fit Mom Tribe, and I'm feeling really nervous. If I flub this and just start blabbering, I'm probably going to delete it and start over, but I have some really important news to share, and I'm actually really excited about what's happening, and I feel really good about my decision and I feel really calm. But I feel like I need to just publicly announce, I feel like I owe an apology to my tribe. That's really been the hardest thing for me is I don't want to feel like I'm letting my tribe down, which the Fit Tribe is this group of these amazing women who inspire me every day, and they're the people whose reactions I'm really concerned about, but this is the easiest way to just get it all out there. So first of all, my mission and the whole reason why I have this page and the whole reason why I share things and I try to connect women to things that are going to help them achieve their goals. My personal mission is to empower women to become physically, spiritually, and financially fit. And that is just something that I have a really a passion for. I feel like that's part of my purpose as far as, God gives everybody different gifts. And I feel like this is just something that is meant for me to be doing right now at this stage in my life. And that mission is not changing. So my mission remains the same. But I'm just choosing to do it a little differently. So what happened is this. When I first started seeing these changes that this company that I have been affiliated with, they started making changes earlier this year that negatively affected the coaches, the people who, work so hard to help other people on top of being wives and moms and friends and having lives and full-time jobs. So the company started making these changes that were negatively affecting those people. It didn't affect the customers. In fact, I still think that the products that Beachbody has are amazing. I think they're great. I think Beachbody On Demand is the best value in fitness, period. I'm still going to be a Beachbody On Demand customer because I just don't want to go to the gym. So the products are not the problem. The products are good. It's really more like the business side of it. But, that's important to me too. Helping women become not financially independent, but just to be able to feel a sense of ownership and pride and financial independence, to not have to ask your husband to go buy a new, outfit or whatever. That to me is just as inspiring as someone, losing 10 pounds. So financial independence is just something that's important to me personally, and I love to be able to pay that forward. I think that we are living in a time that is very unique, and it's kind of like the gold rush. If you don't get in, you're going to miss it. There's been no other generation before us that had the ability to make thousands of dollars through these free apps, social media, and not even having to leave your house. I've never done a home party. I've never dropped catalogs off at local businesses. I just post on Facebook and share my life and share my results and share what I'm doing, and that's how people find me. So I love that, and I think that it's something that everybody should take advantage of. Why not? So, when I first started feeling like, when I first started seeing what was happening, because here's what happens is there's small changes that happen all year, and the small changes are adding up, and it's almost like, when you're playing Jenga and you pull out one block and you pull out another block and you pull out another block and you pull out another block, eventually the tower falls. So that's what I have been seeing personally in happening. And this is coming from, like, I reached, some of the highest ranks in the company. I was ranked number 103 out of 450,000 coaches last year. I've attended New Leader Conference. I was invited to, go out to LA with the leaders. This is not like a Joe Schmo off the street, like casual observer. This is like an insider seeing what is happening with the business side, and it just isn't good. And I don't think that it's Beachbody's fault. I think that they are just too big. I think that it's so big, and they had to make some changes that adversely affected my team, and that's what I can't handle. So when I first told my husband this summer that I was thinking about quitting, he thought that I was crazy. He was like, why are you going to walk away from thousands of dollars a month? Don't you get paid even if you don't do anything? And, that's not exactly how it works, because I've worked my butt off for the past 3 years, but I had built a pretty good business. But I just don't care. I'm not in this for money. The financial independence is great, but that is not my driving force as far as why I share over and over and over and try to really help people see change and believe in themselves. And the messages that I get from women, those are worth more than any deposit in your bank account. So he thought I was crazy, but he lets me, he just kind of laughs at me and says, okay, well, do your thing. So I'm thinking, this is just not working. I can't watch my team, the people who came in after me, continue to struggle because they are not seeing the success that I see. My point in training people and telling people, this is what I did to build this business, and this is how you do it, and this is what you say, and this is what you post, and my whole point in that is to slingshot people. I want somebody to pass me, because otherwise, what's the point? The whole reason why you share why you lost weight is because you want somebody else to do it faster. It's the same thing with the business. The whole reason why I'm training people to build this business is because I don't want them to have to figure it out on their own. I want them to do it faster, smarter, better than I did. And that's why I share what's not working for me as much as I share what is working for me, so that I can shorten the learning curve for other people. That's just what I do. So I'm doing that, and I'm telling people, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. But the business is different, and it's just not working. I cannot ask my people to work harder or work longer or work more hours when, they're moms and wives, and they have jobs and they have other things. This business is a side hustle for most people. And I wasn't willing to work more hours, to be honest. I just wasn't. My kids are at a point where they want my attention. They don't nap. They don't really go to bed that early. They want to hang out with mom, and they don't want mom on her phone. My husband works really hard. So a lot of times, it's just me, and I can't shut the door to my office and turn on a movie for my kids. So I made the decision that, it was just something that I needed to step away from. And then my anxiety started getting really bad. I could not look at the Portion Fix container system one more time. I was so sick of it. After doing it for 3 years, I just couldn't do it anymore. So I had been researching other diets and other ways to fuel your body to have more energy, because my personal energy was completely zapped after this summer. And I don't know if it's because we moved and I'm like trying to settle into this house and I've got my kids and they're wild and crazy, and like I just felt like I personally, like, not, my business was fine. My business was good. But physically, I hit a wall. And I had no energy. I was drinking coffee all day long. Like, I was falling asleep before my husband got home from work. He was starting to get annoyed because he was like, why can't you stay awake at night and hang out with me? And I just couldn't. I was just so tired. My anxiety was really bad. And I had started to gain weight. After being really consistent for like 3 years, I had gained like between 5 and 7 pounds, which, you know, granted, it's not a huge amount, but like my carb cravings were out of control. All I wanted was carbs. All I wanted was sugar. I just couldn't get it together physically. So I saw some friends posting about this new product, and I'm like, that is not going to work. Like, that's too good to be true. But I decided, what the hell? I'll try it. So I ordered a 5-day sample, and on day 2, I ordered another 5-day sample. And then 2 days after that, I was like, okay, like, explain to me what this is and how I can get involved in this, because like, I feel completely different. Like, my carb cravings are gone. My sugar cravings are gone. I've lost 3 pounds in like 6 days, 5 days, 6 days. I have energy through the roof. And I just feel like really calm, which is something that is not my norm. So I started researching that, and I'm like, you know, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't know. So I'm praying about it, and I'm praying over it, and I'm like, you know, whatever your will is, that's my prayer. Like, whatever your will is, I'll do that, whatever. So I started talking to some leaders on my team, and I was so scared to tell them, like, I just couldn't do it anymore, and I couldn't watch them struggle. And you know, that I just personally needed a change. And they were all like, oh my God, me too. So we had all been feeling the same things. We had all been seeing the same things. It wasn't just me, but it was the fact that, like, we love each other, and we didn't want, like, we were kind of holding on because the other person was holding on. And so, so that was good. And I didn't really see any of this coming. Like, this all happened pretty quickly. I didn't see any of it coming, but I prayed over it. I feel calm about it, and I feel really good. I feel excited. I feel better physically. I'm waking up earlier. I'm going to bed later. Like, I'm getting stuff done around my house, and I'm not losing my crap all the time. So I feel good physically, and I'm excited about something new. I'm excited again about a new adventure. So let me think if there's anything else I wanted to say. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, I tried to make this not super boring, but thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of my tribe.